friends, welcome to my first art vlog here in Seoul. It's going to be a couple of busy days for me here, so I thought I would show you what it's like to be a freelance illustrator in this big crazy city while I work on a few projects. Recently I have a couple of things going on. I'm doing a packaging project for a client and I'm also doing some personal work, but I'm about to head to the studio which it's a studio that's pretty far from my house. It's around an hour away by train. So I'm gonna head there and I'm gonna print some more totes like these ones. These guys I've been tie-dyeing and printing on, and I actually sewed these myself from a pattern that a good friend of mine helped me make. This guy's a little wrinkly, but I'll give him a good iron. And I also want to print some fabric tags to sew on the inside. Those I'm just making from some extra fabric that I had from making the bags. It's around 9 a.m. now, so let's head there together and see if we're the first ones there. So I just got back from the studio. I was the first one there, but I wasn't alone for long. Some other people came in, they were printing. I don't mind that though. I think it's fun sometimes to not work alone because I do work alone so much of the time. That's one thing I really like about having the membership and the shared studio space is that there are other people around to chat to. All of the bags are successfully printed, which means we can have a little photo shoot on Sunday. So I have gathered my best friend Michelle and my boyfriend Chris to help me shoot this thing at, I think we're gonna go to this abandoned amusement park. It's at the edge of Seoul, but not too far, like the same distance as my studio is away from my house. And as for the rest of today, I'm gonna do some sketching because I have some time to just sit down and draw things without too much worry about meeting a deadline right now. So that is going to be the vibe today. Maybe I'll work a little bit more on a still life I've been doing, and that's pretty much it. So let's go to my living room table and do some drawing together. have a couple of things on the schedule, including a creativity workshop I'm teaching tonight. And so there's a lot of preparing to do for that mostly, and if I have time, I will spend some hours drawing and continuing to work on the still life that I was working on yesterday. But first things first, I need to write my morning pages. So morning pages are journaling pages, and I've been doing them for about almost a year, like 37, 36, something like that, weeks. And I've been really enjoying them. I mean, of course, I skip a day here or there. I'm not perfect with it, but I have found when I don't do it, my mind feels a lot more cluttered and just helps me focus on what I want to accomplish during the day so I don't get too overwhelmed with like all the projects and stuff I have going on. Then we're gonna print some things on the Riso printer in our home office. A couple months ago, I bought a risograph printer, which is now taking up like a third of our office space, but it's been really fun to experiment on. I've been having a lot of fun making test prints on it, although we only have black right now, but I'm hoping to get a second color soon so I can start layering colors and making more fun prints and kind of master that side of printmaking. I have screen printing, and now I want to be a Riso printer too. So I'll also take a trip to the art supply store because in the creativity class we have a little art project every time we meet, and this time I took a fun little project from Miranda July's old website, Learning to Love You More, and they had this really fun idea to make an encouraging banner and to like hang it somewhere. So I thought in the class we could all make encouraging banners and cut things out with scissors and get our hands on some construction paper and glue, and then everyone will go home with like this finished thing. So those are my to-dos today. I planned out all my stuff, and I'm about to print out some more little activities for the class tonight. Okay, prints are done. These are just like little activities, so I'm going to cut them out. You can see there's a little like underprinting situation going on with this corner. It's just because the machine was used and they hadn't used it for a long time, so that caused a couple of issues, and then I had to use like WD-40 to wipe off the print drum, so I'm probably gonna have to do that again so it stops getting clogged here. So I have some like comic pages, pages from my graphic novel that I just wanted to test print and see how they would look. Right on the back of this is also a print. I'm adding text right now. Still a long way to go. It's morning again, and as you can see with the beautiful block of sunlight we have coming in, today is a day full of errands. I know, exciting, right? I'm just gonna start off by doing some stuff at home because I don't have to leave the house till like noon. So I'm gonna cut out those tags that I printed back on Thursday. I also am going to finally finish off this still life that I've been working on the last couple days. I wasn't really sure where to go with the style of it. I really like how pieces look when they don't have a lot of like outlines, but I have found myself relying a lot on like thicker line work and heavier lines surrounding everything and less on like overlapping colors to form shapes. And so I want to work more with color and using shapes themselves to create the image. So that is my goal with this piece. It's a little like different, but at the same time not so different. So we'll see how she comes out. Other than that, yeah, I've been thinking a lot about work and like what makes it easy or difficult or what hard working means. And so I posted a little bit of a story about this just to see how other people were feeling about it, and it was interesting. I think that a lot of people had similar feelings to me in terms of feeling like this pressure to work and be productive all the time, and that we do give ourselves time to do nothing, but maybe we feel guilty for doing that, or we don't really know how to organize our work and our self-time in a way that feels holistic and like healing at the end of the day. Yeah, that's something I've just been thinking about, especially while trying to make videos recently and like doing stuff for Patreon too. I do little lessons on there every week, and that's been really fun, but it kind of adds to this feeling of like needing to be productive all the time. It can be really counterproductive, because if you keep doing that, then you kind of rob yourself of the inspiration, of the play that is creative work and why you fell in love with doing it in the first place. And so I've been trying slowly to like schedule more time for just play. And I define play as making something or doing something, but with no end goal, no deadline. It's just creating something for the sake of creating it. I think that's why I'm a hoarder of hobbies. Like, I got a sewing machine, I have stained glass stuff. Admittedly, I kind of go into it or justify it with like, okay, but if I make these like stained glass boxes, then I could sell them and whatever. But I need to remind myself it's okay to just have hobbies and not to like turn them into this productive work thing. That's what I'm trying to do more. And I think crafts are kind of my way to do that, where drawing kind of always maybe has a tinge of like work to it. And I've been circumventing that a bit with having an ugly sketchbook and spending some time just doing like figure drawings and stuff, where that does hone your drawing skills, but in a way that I'm like, I'm not really showing this to anyone except maybe patrons on Patreon, and so it's not something that I feel a lot of pressure of like, this has to look a certain way. I can kind of have fun with it and enjoy the process, put on a record, ramble over. This is me. You've been seeing me drawing. This is the still life that I've been working on. Yeah, it came along pretty well. I really enjoyed the final result, and I hope you guys are finding your own balance between creative play and creative work, or just work and creative play. If you're, working a 9 to 5, I think all of us need some play in our lives and some time away from productivity. So I hope you're giving yourself that today too. Hey guys, today is Sunday, glorious Sunday, and we have a photo shoot today. Can you tell I'm trying to make different locations out of the same room? This is a completely different room, by the way. This is not just to the left of the sofa I was sitting on yesterday. Yeah, I am doing a photo shoot today with my talented boyfriend and my best friend. And we're gonna go to this abandoned amusement park on the edge of Seoul. It is about a few stone's throws away from our house. It's like 50 minutes or an hour to get there. I think we're gonna have to do some walking. And yeah, so you pay around $10 and then you get to use this like overgrown amusement park as your set for the day. And so that's what we're going to do. I have all my tie-dyed and bleach-dyed and printed stuff here to take with me, and we're just gonna make a little fun lookbook with the goal of just having a good time. Very low pressure. So yeah, let's go to Yongmaland. Woo! That was the dustiest one of all. Hello. I'm really excited to see the photos. I haven't looked at them yet. I've seen a couple while we were shooting just to like check the lighting and stuff, but I trust that they will look great because I had two great people working on them with me. Next week it is going to be Chuseok, which is a Korean holiday, like Thanksgiving here basically. Usually you go to your ancestor's house for Chuseok or your parents' house, but because of COVID, they've restricted travel somewhat, and we're not going to go anywhere. I might have like a tiny get-together with some friends, make some lasagna and eat that. And that is pretty much it. That's the end of this vlog, since it's the end of the Sunday. So I hope that you enjoyed. I'm looking forward to show you guys more about what it's like to be a freelancer and illustrator in Seoul, because I think it could be really fun. If you had a good time, I would love it if you subscribed and hang out with me again. There's also apparently a bell you can hit if you want to be notified. I'll probably be here every week posting something. So yeah, I had a fun time sharing with you guys. I hope you have a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye.